Yes, how are you?
Yeah, I have a question for you. I'm calling on behalf of my daughter back in Jamaica.
Yes.
She has three kids that were born here in the United States. She
Okay.
had a visiting visa, and she's never overstayed her visa. And when she went back to the embassy to get it renewing, they didn't give it back to her. Is there any law that says if the kids were born here and the parents had a visiting visa, they can give them the visa?
No, no such thing. When the kids turn 21, they can file for the parent.
Well, they are just 3 years old now, 3 and 6.
Yeah, well,
And they are in Jamaica
yeah,
now.
the reason why the visitor's visa was canceled is you cannot use a visitor's visa to come to America and give birth to a child. That's not the purpose of the visitor's visa.
Right.
So as soon as they see you entered the United States on a visitor's visa, unlike maybe a student visa when you're here for a long period of time and you just happen to give birth, or even on a work visa and and you're here for a long period of time and you happen to give birth, a visitor's visa is just a short-term visit. So if you come up, it doesn't matter. It's not. In other words, the purpose of the visitor's visa, you don't say I'd like to get a visitor's visa to come up to give birth in America. They're not going to give you the visa. Okay, you get a visitor's visa for coming to visit the Statue of Liberty, go see Aunt Sally, go visit Uncle Hank somewhere. Okay, but it's not to give birth, even though she didn't violate her visa status.
Right.
Okay, meaning that she didn't overstay. The purpose of the visitor's visa was violated, and that's why they did not give her another visa.
But if she wasn't supposed to go on another work program, like a hotel program, and she go back for an interview, would they give it to her?
She can try, maybe, you never know. All right, nothing hard, nothing bad will happen by trying. But I'm telling you, the reason why is because they saw that she gave birth in America. Okay.
I came up here in 2004, and my mom is going to file for me now. I overstayed, and she paid my paperwork sometime in this year.
How old are you?
Say what?
How old are you?
I'm 28.
You're 28 years old. Unless you're grandfathered under 245I, you're not going to get your green card here through your mother's sponsorship. Are you grandfathered under 245I? Did you have something?
I came up here on a work permit in 2004.
No, that's not being grandfathered under 245I. Grandfathered under 245I means that you had something filed in the system before April 30th, 2001.
Precisely. Right.
Okay, so if your mother is, you're not going to get your green
Just
card.
put it in.
You're not going to get your green card unless the laws change.
But I get a confirmation letter.
I understand that. You have a visa petition filed, okay? You have a receipt notice that you're going to get an approval letter, okay? And then one day your date is going to be reached on the visa waiting list. And when your date is reached on the visa waiting list, you have to go for an interview. And there are two places in the world you can go for an interview. Where are you from, Jamaica?
Yeah.
Okay, the two places in the world you go for an interview. I assume you live in the New York area, so you could either go to 26 Federal Plaza, New York, for an interview. It's called adjustment of status. Or you can go back to Kingston, Jamaica to pick up your green card. Now, when you go back to Kingston, Jamaica to pick up your green card, what the law says is that if you overstayed your time here by more than 1 year, which you have, and you return to Kingston, Jamaica to pick up your green card, you can't come back for 10 years. So I don't think after waiting 3 to 4 years here in America for your green card to schedule you for an appointment to go back to Kingston to sit in Jamaica for 10 years to wait to come back. Doesn't make sense. So you're not going to do that. There is a waiver available, but the odds of a waiver getting approved are small, so you're still not going to take those chances.
There you go.
Okay. Now, in order to get your green card here in America, because that's your other alternative, yeah, I'd like to get my green card here. Makes sense.
Right.
If you are sponsored by your parent, you are over the age of 21. Now, there's different things, different situations on sponsorships, but I'm talking about you specifically. So this doesn't apply to every last person. But if you're sponsored by your parent, you're over the age of 21. You started the case after you were 21 years old. You have overstayed your time here by more than even 1 day, and you are 6 to 7 years into this. The only way that you can get your interview in America, your adjustment of status filed in America, and get your green card is to show that you had something filed in the system before April 30th, 2001, and you were physically present December 21st, 2000. You were not physically present December 21st, 2000. I don't know whether or not you did or did not have anything filed before April 2001. Sometimes you had something filed because your parent had something filed. Your mother got her green card back in the 90s, and you were under 21. Now all of a sudden you had something filed, perhaps. Okay? If you had something filed before January 14th, 1998, you don't have that physical presence requirement. You don't have to be here on December 21st, 2000. So if you came to me, what I would be looking for is, did you have something filed before January 14th, 1998? That's the key date for you, not April 30th, 2001.
Because a lawyer took the money from my mom and said that yes,
The lawyer, yeah, it can work if at the present time you are willing to go back to Jamaica to wait for 10 years. Yes, you will get your green card. I don't think that's what you want to do. What I would suggest that you do is you make an appointment to come see me so I can tell you the truth.
Okay. My mom went to Jamaica August last year, right? And while she was there, she got sick in January, and she was admitted in the hospital. While she was there at the hospital, her green card got lost. Now she want to come back, and we went to the embassy, and they said we should email ICE and tell them what happened. So we did that. So how long do we have to wait for a response?
I would go back.
It's going to be a year since she's there.
No. I would go back to the embassy, bring proof, and I think you may need, because what's going to happen is they're going to say you gave up your green card by staying away for so long. You need to get some sort of documentation from the embassy. Don't wait for ICE. ICE is never going to contact you back. Okay? So you're going to need to get some documentation from the embassy to allow her to come back to America. And she better do that really fast, because other than that, they're going to say that you gave up your green card because you're out of the country for too long. And what I would suggest that she does is, if she already went to the embassy and got the runaround, that she call us and let us organize it for her.
All right, thank you.
All right?
I'm married to a U.S. citizen, get my green card, and at the time filing for my green card, and they all list all of my children them on the paper. And now that I have my green card, I want to put my daughter on it.
How old's your daughter?
Problem.
How old is your daughter?
She's 10.
Okay, where is she now?
Jamaica.
Okay, and who sponsored you?
My wife.
Your wife's a citizen or a resident?
Citizen.
Okay, so
Born citizen.
Okay, so then your wife would need to file a separate application. You can't include her on the application that your wife did. So your wife would have to file a separate I-130 visa petition for her. If your wife is not willing to sponsor her, then you can file an I-130 and then upgrade it once. Okay, fine. So then what you need to do is you need to file a separate. It's like starting over from scratch with each child, and you got to file a separate I-130 visa petition for the child, and she'll be up here in about 9 months.
Okay, next question.
Yes.
I want to file for my citizenship.
Right.
But I did not file this year's tax return and the paper. Me and I never filed separate, together.
Then you're going to
Is
need.
that a problem?
Yes, it is. If you're basing it on 3 years of having a green card, you will not become a citizen. So if you want to become a citizen and you're basing it on 3 years of having a green card in a bona fide marriage with your wife, you will have to amend your taxes jointly for all of those years. We have a tax attorney in my office who can help you do that, but that's what you would have to do. Alternatively, you can wait 5 years, just like everybody else, and as long as you paid taxes for the employment that you did in America, then that's no problem.
Mr. Burns, I just got my green card about 2 years now, over 2 years. I want to file for my son. I believe it is possible.
Turn your radio down, by the way.
Where is your son?
Huh?
Where's your son?
Oh, may I break up, sir?
Where is your son? Where is your son, sir?
He's in Jamaica.
How old is he?
He's 25.
Okay. And he's single?
Yes.
Yeah. You can file an I-130 visa petition for him. You can do it right now, and you should do it right now. Make sure he does not get married. In 3 years, when you become a citizen, if you choose to become a citizen, you could upgrade the case that you was filed 3 years earlier, which would be this week or next week, and then you should be able to bring him to America shortly thereafter.
Okay, about how long it will take?
If assuming you file for him now and you become a citizen when you become eligible to become a citizen, somewhere between 3 to 5 years.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. City Brad.
Yeah, go ahead quickly.
Yeah, man. This is a friend of mine said, if you're legal here and you have a kid born here, there's a program for you to get a work permit and
Once
social.
once a child turns 21.
If you're illegal, a child born over here.
Yeah, if you're illegal and you have a child born here, it doesn't make you legal. Doesn't give you an opportunity to become legal. The only thing it does is two things. One, when the child is 21, the child can file for you. And two, God forbid you get put in deportation, the fact that you have a child that you have to take care of may, in certain circumstances, prevent your deportation and be able to allow you to stay here. But that's it.
There's an attorney downtown said there's a program for you if you have a child born here.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not sure of that.
Yeah, well, okay. What the program he's talking about is one of two. Either he's making some crap up,
Right.
okay, or alternatively, he's talking about what's called cancellation of removal, which is he puts you in deportation, says I'm bringing you to immigration, and I am going to get you deported. And as you go through the deportation process, you can apply before a judge. If you've been here for more than 10 years, you can apply before a judge. If you can show hardship to your children, extreme and unusual hardship to your children, you can apply for a green card and try to avoid the deportation. You are as likely to get deported as you are likely to get a green card. It is a 50-50 proposition. So if you say to yourself, I'm either going to pick up and leave or I'm going to get a green card, then you have nothing to lose.
Right.
But if you even say, I don't even want to take a 1% chance of getting deported, let alone maybe 50% or greater chance of getting deported, you wouldn't do such a thing. I don't recommend that to people. I don't recommend that to people. I don't suggest it to people because I think for the most part, you're doing a disservice to people by saying, do you know if you have a kid here, you can get a green card? It's not true. If you have a child here and you're in deportation, you can try to avoid a deportation. Okay? But that means if you want to do it, he's going to put you in deportation.
Oh, that's set up. Okay, I'm not taking a chance there. Thanks anyway.
All right, so you understand?
All right.
All right, son.
All right.
Yeah, I understand, man. Thanks.